Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today we're going to go around and check some fields and see how our crops are coming up. But right now, off in the distance, right over there, our neighbor is spraying Weber's. He's spraying his ground right now. It's getting a little windy. I'd say probably 15 to 18 mile an hour. So we're going to go take a four-wheeler out and try and go check some fields. But first, cows! Look at all the cows! They're eating. They're hungry. They almost got this all eaten out. But most of them are over in there. We got about 15 of them out here right now. Calves are already getting really big. They just moved up cattle yesterday. The weeds that I've sprayed about 5 days ago, they're just starting to die right now. Shane and I are going to go check some fields. But first we got to get our daily dose of kitties. Look at these little things. Look at these little things. Hi. Hi, kitty. Look at all of them. There's 3 of them right here. Hi. Hi, kitties. There's more. Hi. Oh my God, I could play with them all day. Alright, I think Shane's waiting on me. I never shown you guys what was broken on this finisher, but that's not supposed to be outside of that. It's supposed to be inside of it. And there's supposed to be a bolt right here that kind of, it's how you level your finisher. So you can kind of see the one up there, that's how you level it. So that obviously broke and then the tube slid out. So I don't know what the heck we're gonna do with this. That's gonna be an after season job. So this thing is done for the year. It ran a total of like 100 acres. Week. Good thing we got old reliable. So I'm on the soybean field right now. These are popping up pretty nicely. The soybeans are right around 2 inches tall. They're starting, you can definitely row them. Basically means you can see they're in a row. These have been planted for about 2.5 weeks now. The weed control is not bad. Not seeing any weeds around here, but there's a couple up here. But for the most part, I think the weed control did its job. I think these beans will do just fine. The cows are already eating that pasture down. So it'll probably be another week or so before we get more cows up here and we throw them into the pasture across the road. Let's keep going. Let's head across the road and check the ground that's going to be planted hopefully tomorrow. So right now I'm in our chiseled ground that I tried to field cultivate the other day, and it actually doesn't look too bad. It's pretty dry up on top. I'm going to drive around the field a little bit, but let's go ahead and dig in a little bit. So 2 inches in, it's a little tacky and a little bally. So I honestly, if we don't get any rain, which hopefully that stuff goes south of us right here, if we don't get any rain, we could probably finish this tonight. Work it and then maybe plant it tomorrow afternoon. But we'll see. I'm gonna give Pat a call and see what he says, but for the most part, it's pretty decent. The top 2 inches is definitely dry. Yeah, this field's actually looking pretty good. I'm gonna call Pat and kind of tell him that, but for the most part, this field's looking good. 30 acres of it we got chiseled and probably 10 we didn't. I think this is a 40-acre field, maybe not quite that much, but I'll call Pat and let him know. Just talked to Pat, so we're probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow. It's raining down in Preston right now. Shocker, that place can't catch a break. So we're probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow. We're gonna have to bring the finisher up here with another tractor and hook it on the cat. So maybe we can do that tonight, but probably tomorrow it'll get worked and it'll get planted all today. It'll get planted all tomorrow and hopefully sprayed tomorrow too. But let's keep going. Let's check out how some other bean and corn fields are looking. Alright, this soybean field is planted right after Nathan did that one right by the house, so it's looking about the same. Stand is pretty decent. The spacing is alright. It's not perfect by any means, but it's much better than a drill. We don't have a ton of seeds just everywhere. Clump, no clump, clump. So that's actually looking pretty decent. Here's the new waterway that we put in. And the dike that we built down there too. It's actually looking decent. There's some beans in here, but that's fine. It's not gonna kill us. but it's actually looking pretty good. Looks like it's holding water here, or holding soil, I should say. These waterways are beneficial because they essentially, we put them in low spots, that way dirt doesn't wash away. So it's pretty good. And we actually have a dike down there too. What that dike does is it essentially acts like a settling pond, or for all the soil, we'll put like a little orange thing there as like a pipe. It's a place for soil to settle, but water to keep going down the hill. So they're very beneficial, but for the most part, for as heavy of rains as we got, this rye isn't washed out as bad as I thought it'd be. It's a couple, 2 stretches, but for the most part, it's pretty good. Alrighty, we're at my dad's piece right now. The corn is just emerging. It's about probably 2 inches tall. I can barely row it, but I can row it. So we did have a floater trike come up here and put nitrogen down for my dad. So all the fields that just have nitrogen are the corn at Andrew and Zymitz. That hasn't been planted yet, but up here is good. So honestly, it looks pretty good. The weeds that I sprayed, we're gonna drive around the field and check, make sure I killed those thistles, but the weeds are definitely dying here, that's for sure. I'm happy with it, so hopefully we get a good crop out of it. It's my dad's first corn that's planted. The next field we go to will be his field that is yet to be planted. So we're in this southeast corner here where it was the worst, and you guys can kind of see it's still pretty viney. I really hope I killed all this. I couldn't tell if this is still alive or not, but man, it's pretty weedy in here. So I'm hoping that that spray killed as much as we could, because the corn's starting to pop up and we can't have these weeds taking any nutrients from the corn. Ay, ay, ay. This was pretty weedy. This is why this year sucks, because we weren't able to get our crops in on time, which means we weren't able to spray for weeds on time. And weeds doesn't matter, they'll grow in anything. But what do you do? This is just why it worries me about our fields down south that we haven't touched yet, because they're so wet. Right, Shane?
Yep.
Yeah. Up at my dad's east field, the bigger field, and it's even drier than the other chisel field. So we're gonna get up here tomorrow as soon as we can, get this worked, get this planted, and hopefully get it sprayed too, so we can be done with Bellevue, head home. But the bugs are unreal up here. Look at all these things. Woo! That's our hunting blind too, by the way. Or one of them. So we're gonna head and check out the bottom ground that's already planted, and head up on top, check out the beans. Then we're gonna head back, and that'll probably be a video. Down the hill we go. So here's one of the bottom pieces. This was actually planted before my dad's that we were just at, but it's not coming up as nicely. I just think it's just because it's so wet. I mean, you can kind of see it's rowed a little bit right there, but it's just not coming up as nicely as we'd like it to. But it's in the ground. Seed, this time of year, seed is better in the ground than in the box. So we'll give it another day, and I think I'm gonna try and spray this tomorrow. This is the other bottom piece, the smaller one, 15 acres. It's a little wet right along the road, but I should be able to spray it too. Just basically go with my booms right down the road and spray. But we'll give it a day to dry out. This corn's emerging better than the other one, but it's still, like I said, a little bit behind that no-till field of my dad's, so which kind of surprises me, but just probably because this is behind, because it's just so wet down here. But that's why we got it knifed in hydrous and planted when we did. We did it first so we didn't get knocked out. So the bottom grounds always are the last to plant. Time to head up the hill. Woo, she's deep. The creek is pretty deep today. Well guys, the bean fields are looking pretty decent. The stand is looking good. The weeds are a little bit worse on this field. Kind of surprises me, but I don't know why this field will have any, but yeah, these two fields are a little bit worse weed-wise, but still not terrible, but not good by any means. We might need to spray this one earlier. Well, let's head back up to the top of the house and let's call our video. That was fun. Alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And of course guys, as always, ta-ta for meow.